I want to bring in right now Randy Zelin. He's a criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. He's also an adjunct professor at the Cornell University School of Law. Randy, good to see you. It's been some time. So let's talk about Alec Baldwin, the actor, the producer. You tell me which role makes him more responsible, because we can't forget that 11 other producers on the film were in charge.
None of the above. It doesn't matter what title you put in front of Alec Baldwin, unless and until someone can show that Alec Baldwin was aware that there was a live round in that gun. And knowing that there was a live round in that gun, he pointed the gun, pulled the trigger, and fired it. The answer is you can give him 40,000 titles. There is no evidence to suggest that he knew and consciously disregarded the fact that he could kill someone.
Wait a sec. Period. Randy, I got to push on it. Go
ahead.
If this is somebody who has experience in the industry, and this is somebody who was supposed to go to training but allegedly wasn't paying attention, and this is somebody who was not even in an official dress rehearsal, and there was no reason for him to point the gun, and I know he says he didn't pull the trigger, but the prosecution has FBI experts that are going to come forward and say there was no way that gun could have been fired otherwise. It does matter. No, it doesn't matter that he's a producer and experienced and an actor and he had a responsibility?
No, because here comes my gentle pushback. There was no reason for Alec Baldwin to believe that at that moment in time, there was going to be a live round in that gun. It would be one thing if there was a blank in that gun and Mr. Baldwin took that gun and pressed it to the head of another person, because you know or should know that a blank in a gun simply means that there is a casing
but here's
with
the thing,
plastic
Randy,
or paper.
Under your reasoning, if I'm understanding it correctly, your reasoning, why do they even have tests? Why do they even have a process put forward on film sets about who handles the gun, how they test the gun, pointing it at the ground? Because the way I'm hearing it is, well, if you didn't know that there was a bullet in the gun, that's fine. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not understanding. I think there's a reason for that.
Because what happens is, you would think, why would there ever be live ammunition in a gun on a movie set? We're not really killing anybody, but you do that because you want the actor to be
Well, that's why they do the tests, to make sure.
It feels like. Yes, but there's no reason for Alec Baldwin to have believed that once you yell, "Let's go," that there was actually a live round in the gun.
All right. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's
there's no reason for it.
The witness list. Okay, well, let's talk about the witness list, right? So it includes who we would imagine to see at a preliminary hearing, the police officers, but also several film crew members, including the film's director. I'll side with you on this. This is going to look a little bad for the prosecution, that it looks like everyone is blaming Alec Baldwin, which might not be fair. You think that's a good thing to have so many people from the film crew?
Call 44 witnesses, call 444 witnesses, call 4,444 witnesses. Once again, the prosecution, this is a gross miscarriage of justice. This is a gross abuse of prosecutorial power. There is no way in God's green earth that this man consciously disregarded the fact that there was a live round in that gun and he pulled the trigger anyway. No way, no how. This was an accident. This is how it should be treated, as a tragic accident. And the fact that someone has already taken a plea to the negligent handling of a weapon, to me, that ends the case right there. It's over.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.